Yo, GK Nation. GPS. The Grown Folks Podcast.
Oh my God. Welcome to the podcast.
An extension of the Grown Folks Kids Show. Introducing the host with the most, the great gun. Keeping it here. This is going to be fun. Because I'm Batman.
People was on, all right, Dre, what are you talking about, man? Come on, get to the message. Okay, here's the message, okay?
What's the message?
Let me put something to you guys, okay? Today's sports media is TMZ. It's just TMZ, you know? It's what you done for me right now. You can only get voted for MVP once, maybe twice, and we're ready to move on to the new pageant. We want a new girlfriend already.
Always
it's just, well, no, people
after Michael.
Man, I don't know, man. I think it's ever since iPhones became the thing and Facebook and YouTube and social media just took over the planet Earth and everyone's on their phones, people got no more patience, right? No one looks at the body of the work. They want to say, what's on right this second? So here's my thing, okay? You know what today these playoffs prove for everybody's NBA current 2019 NBA playoffs?
What did it prove, man? What did it prove?
It proved that there's only three things out there. There are stars.
Woo.
There are gods.
Okay.
And there are titans.
Titans.
Okay? Well, let me explain this to you guys.
We won't get into that.
Let me explain this to you guys. Let me explain this to the folks. You got stars.
Stars. Break it down.
You got stars. You know, people, they're going to put up 30 points, 40 points here and there. You know, you got your Devin Booker, he'll score a 60-point game, you know.
And lose.
You know, well, and still lose.
And
but,
lose.
They have their moments. They're averaging over 20-something a game, they're not the Batman and Robin. It's kind of more like, give me something. Maybe Batman, Robin, and maybe Batwoman, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Give me a third, you know how we do the comic book stuff. I need a trio, you know what I'm saying? Well, the third person's kind of below Robin a little bit. A little bit below Robin.
Then let's not use Batman and Robin, because all the Robins are hot.
I said a step below Robin. Give me one.
You want someone who's a step below Robin?
Yeah, Catwoman? That girl? Aqualad?
There you go.
Aqualad, okay. So you got Aqualad, okay, all right. And so, you got stars. They got they get little commercials here. They're gonna put up some big numbers and some nights. And then you have the next version. So you have gods.
Okay.
And these guys are guys who may close the deal once in a while. They will put up the big numbers. They run streaks of
You need them on your team.
You need them on your team. They will have streaks of maybe 10 games scoring 30 points. You know what I'm saying? They'll put up the numbers. They will sit here and carry your team into the playoffs. Have big regular seasons. Maybe have an MVP. They're the Robins. Have MVP seasons.
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
They'll have, but one thing they can't do.
They the Buckies.
The Buckies, yeah. The Winter Soldier, right? Okay, all right. So, but one thing they can't do is win the big one.
Win the big one.
In the playoffs.
By themselves.
When it matters. You got your Paul George, you know what I'm saying? Two-way player, one of the best. He had an MVP season.
Man, you putting Paul George in the God section?
Well, look, they do put up some MVP numbers.
All right.
Yeah, listen. Those numbers MVP, but where was he at in the playoffs?
Out fishing.
Where's Chris Paul in the playoffs?
Fishing.
Where's James Harden in the playoffs when it matters?
Fishing. They all fishing.
Oh, come on, Andre. You don't put. Wait, hold on. You don't put Harden up a little higher than that?
Nope.
Why?
Because the same reason why I wouldn't put Russell Westbrook up there. When it matters,
right?
It ain't happening.
It ain't happening, right? Okay.
He disappeared. He disappeared. Kevin Durant left the game.
Oh no, it was his team. It's his team. Hey,
and it was
you want to be tight? It's your team. What happened?
And he lost. He choked. No, I ain't gonna say he choked because
we talking about Westbrook or we talking about Harden?
Oh, we ain't even talking about. We don't even talk about Russell Westbrook.
We're talking about Harden.
Yeah, we're talking about Harden.
You talking about a team that was designed to beat
Golden State.
We're gonna get him this year. We're gonna beat him. Harden scoring 30 points, 100 games in a row.
I'm telling you, man. But what this does show,
what's up,
is that maybe we need to reevaluate Russell Westbrook as being a god.
Well, we'll get there.
I'm just saying.
We'll get there. I kind of disagree about that, but we'll get there.
I'm just saying.
We'll talk about that. Oh, what about the third category? Titans.
Titans.
Titans. Go Titans, go! All right. Here, Titans. There's only 4 Titans in the NBA right now. 4. Who do you think they are?
The Titans? All right, so reluctantly, I'm going to have to say LeBron James is up there because I can't deny his
You just said
ability.
reluctantly. Are you kidding me?
But I have
All
to.
right, go ahead, man.
You know.
You got to go to the microphone. I'll let you get your piece.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna be quiet.
I cannot deny his abilities on the basketball. I can't deny his intelligence on the basketball.
Cause he's
court.
got the glow.
Well, we're not
What
going
you
that
feel?
far.
We gotta.
He ain't got the glow, but he's a Titan.
Oh, okay.
So
All right.
then we have Stephen Curry.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Stephen Curry because he has changed the game. He
Game
is
disruptor.
He has shown that he has the ability to step up when it is needed to win the big ones.
You know what, Kevin Durant?
Okay,
He just
so-
says, here's an email to everybody out there. He's typing it right now. For all those out here who is hating on me and says that I am not a top 5 player in the world no more, let me send you a message real quick. Yakum, shot, boom, Yakut, boom, another shot, Yakum, boom, cut down the 18-point lead, boom, all right, we win. Now shut up and go home. I am the best player. Thank you very much. P.S. This is for all you
We're
haters.
not saying he's the best player. We're saying he's a Titan.
For all you haters.
All right.
Championship number 4. Thank you very
It's
much.
coming.
In
All
your
right,
face.
So let's see. And then who else? I'm gonna have to say Kawhi Leonard, right? Because he is the best two-way basketball player in the league by far.
Oh yeah.
And he's
Not even
proven
close.
that
It's not even close.
he's proven that you don't have to be loud, boisterous, and out there to get the business done on the court.
No. He's the quiet star. The quiet Titan.
Quiet
Right?
star.
All 4 Titans have their own abilities, right?
But yeah,
Right?
so
Right?
that's 3 Titans.
No, we did 4.
No, I've only said 3.
Oh, you didn't say the 4th one.
I didn't say the
Oh,
fourth.
oh, who's the 4th one?
I didn't say the best player in the NBA.
Who
at
the
moment.
man? Who's a bad man?
7-foot point guard.
Who's the Aaron Rodgers version of the NBA?
We talking about
Bad man.
Kevin Durant.
That's right. KD.
KD. John Cena. No. Kevin Durant. You can't see Kevin Durant. I'm just trying to say.
Yeah, right, yeah.
So,
And here's the thing: each of those Titans have their own unique abilities. Kawhi Leonard with his two-way game, right?
Right.
Clearly, Kawhi says, "I'm the best player out here in the floor. I'm the best player in the East. There's no one on my level." And the playoffs really showed how important a player that can close the deal, that can play at his level, is important to get to the NBA championship. Rosen's gone. Kawhi is in. Dominates the Eastern Conference playoffs. Toronto's in the championship game. One addition by subtraction.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
He's a Titan. He says, you know what? I'm going to leave my Western Hemisphere enjoyments. And I'm going to go over to the East, and I'm going to be the new king.
He didn't have no say in it, but I agree that he wasn't being treated right in San Antonio. They was treating him wrong. They was treating him
weren't
bad.
treating him wrong.
Man, they was talking bad about that young boy. He was hurt, and they didn't want to believe him.
He could have. He
was hurt.
Man, he was being a little baby. Being a little baby out there. He's coming out there
if
like,
he was really
come
being
on,
a baby,
man.
they put him on a team that wasn't going to go nowhere, and he showed him that you shouldn't have let me go. Where's San Antonio at?
Yeah, well, hey, they made the
And
playoffs.
they got the best coach
They
in
made
the
the
NBA.
playoffs. That's all right. They rebuilding. They're gonna be fine. They're gonna be fine. But here, and
Denver Nuggets made the playoffs.
Hey,
The Detroit Pistons made the playoffs.
No, listen.
Just because
listen.
you make the playoffs. No. I'm not saying nothing bad about Denver, but you're
Okay,
saying
all right, now,
San Antonio.
all right. That
But-
Jokic.
Well,
Which, by the way, where do you think you put these stars? Let's talk about stars.
Stars.
Okay, wait, hold on. Let me finish the Titans. Listen, Kawhi Leonard's
there's only
two-way.
4.
James is one of the best all-around basketball specimens.
He's a real freak.
Guard. Huh?
He's
He's
a
video
real
game.
freak.
He's a Greek.
Not
he's
the
real
Greek freak.
Not
He's the real freak.
He's the real
freak.
Right, and
Yeah.
and he's about to be the $6 million man coming next year. He's gonna put some new bionics on, and he's gonna show. Okay, you guys are hating me. I have one bad year, and all of a sudden I'm nothing. Okay, let me show you something. Watch what happens. I'll just
The
do a little
Lakers
something.
are never
Let me
getting
show you
another
something.
championship.
And they won't. And Steph Curry, is like, oh, wait a minute, I'm not in the top 5. Hey, you guys go ahead, get a 25. No, hey, get a 30-point lead. I want to show somebody something. yak 'em, yak 'em, yak 'em, yak 'em. Hey, Clay, take over real quick. I gotta sit down real quick.
That's
all right. Thanks, Clay. Yak 'em, yak 'em, yak 'em.
That's something Mick Foley used to say.
What?
Intestinal fortitude.
Woo!
And Steph's got a lot of that.
Hey, Steph says, I'm the man. No one forgets about it. At KD, the closer,
KD is
the Iceman,
the Slim Reaper.
the Slim Reaper.
Man, KD, man, come on.
You guys think you having a comeback? Bam. Game over. Now go home.
There's no
sit
answer
down.
for KD
There's no
right
answer
now.
for KD. So those are your Titans. So who's our stars in today's NBAs? Today NBA. In today's NBA, who are the stars?
Devin Booker. I give Devin Booker his props.
He's a star.
I give Devin Booker.
He's a star.
He's a star.
He's a star.
Yeah, I give Devin Booker
He's a star. Let me see here. Let's go with some guards here. Where you put Kemba?
Kemba's a star. Now he ain't no god. Kemba's a star.
He ain't no god yet.
But where's his team gone?
Oh no, these guys ain't
Ever.
No, I got you. I got you. John Wall though. Oh, big contract.
Star.
Got to the Eastern Conference semis. Star.
He's a star.
He ain't the man.
No. In college, he was the man.
Right. We don't got no. What about that? What about I'll give you another one. I'll give you another. Kyle Lowry.
You know what?
Where we'll put Kyle Lowry at?
I might. You know what? He put his foot in.
What?
Kyle Lowry, he's tiptoeing. He's not there yet.
Oh, he ain't no god.
He's tiptoeing on that line.
He ain't no
man.
guy. He disappeared quite a few times in these
Yeah,
playoffs.
he did, but-
right?
but he's-
how do you foul out? You know what I'm saying? Third quarter.
Dude, man, stop
Sitting the
making-
bench in one of the most important games in the playoffs because you can't get your stuff together.
Man, he's an emotional guy, man. I'm just saying. He's on the line. He's not there yet. He's on the line.
Hey, look.
I mean,
You
Russell
know
Westbrook is a
who's
star
on
to
that
me.
bench? You know who on that bench?
Who's on that bench?
Hey, Jeremy Lin. Linsanity.
Did you really just
Hey, listen.
say, how long ago was that half a year?
Hey, he might got a little magic to him left.
That little half a
He
year
might got a little
magic.
sparkle in his foot.
That's,
you know what I'm saying?
that's like calling out old boy from Chicago.
Man, hey,
What's
listen.
his name?
Kimba, go up to Toronto with Kawhi, and you guys go
You
to
know
the
what?
You be the new
That-
Cleveland
he might,
Cavs.
he might change the game.
Get rid of Kyle Lowry. That's what I'm trying to tell him. All right, let's see. Jason Tatum. That's a star. He's a star. He ain't no god yet. He's trying.
Jason
He's still
Tatum is a
third year.
star.
He's a star. He's getting there.
Second year, but he's a star.
Second. Well,
He's a star. He's a
second.
star.
Gordon Hayward.
Gordon's a star.
Star.
Yeah. You know he
He did get hurt. I think he was
but
getting
he was
there.
good. Now next year
right.
we'll submit whether he stays star or he's a
right.
god.
I got a hard one for you. I got a hard one. Blake Griffin.
Oh, that is hard. Oh, he was hurt, man. That's hard. But I'm gonna say he's a star, man.
5 years ago,
He's a star. He's a
was a
star
god.
right now. He's a star right
right
now.
now he's a star.
He's a star.
Why is that? Because he got it. I mean, he put
You know
his
what,
he put his longevity in. He's still, you know.
He's a star. And
Right.
what it is that we're going to see if Detroit can build a game around him and utilize him correctly the way Doc Rivers were trying to.
Right.
I just think he was put in a bad situation on that team in the Clippers. They shouldn't have.
Bad situation? How is
think
that a
so.
bad situation? How is that a bad situation?
When you have Chris Paul
Lob
on your
City.
team. When you have Chris Paul on your team, it's a bad situation.
Hey, people get mad at me and say, man, Chris Paul, man, listen, at one point he is the baddest, smartest guard there is out there,
No.
but you can't lead a team. This proves it. Houston Rockets just proved that Chris Paul cannot lead a team to the promised land.
Well, the Clippers proved that he could not lead a team to the promised land.
Just why when he gets there, he gets hurt. Now, this time he didn't get hurt. Now what happened? What's the excuse now?
He didn't take over like he was supposed to.
And I'm hearing him and Harden had a little feud after the game.
And they should have.
Yeah, well, Harden jacking up shots too. They should have been ball distribution. You're not going to be Golden State going one-on-one isolation basketball.
Well, then, if
It
that's
works
the
in the
case,
regular season.
what's your coach doing about that?
Who?
Your coach should be handling some of that situation.
Who's coach? My
Houston's
coach.
coach.
Houston coach? Oh, he ain't my coach.
D'Antoni
ain't my coach.
Hey, you're making these
D'Antoni ain't no
these
coach.
allegations,
He ain't
and
my
I'm just
coach.
saying.
He ain't done nothing. Man, when he was a Phoenix, when he had the best guard in the planet Earth universe. Still can be if his body was right. If he transfer his consciousness over like Charles Xavier can do, or X-Men, and get to a new young body, he'd be the baddest guard right now. It wouldn't be close. And you tell me you could, man. Come on, man. Steve Nash. So
Steve Nash
okay, all right.
No, I'm not taking no.
These guys were, hey, Steve Nash. Hey, sir. Hey, sir. Can I have an appointment with you, sir? Okay, he's the doctor. Okay,
well, we'll see.
He's the medicine man. All right,
we'll
but anyways,
keep going.
But anyways, Dan Tony couldn't win with that system then. Can't win it with it now in New York. Can't win it in Houston.
Apparently,
it's good for the regular season.
Yeah, apparently it is.
Yeah,
but they were close. But like I said,
close but no cigar.
No cigar. Close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
Close is second place. But you ain't a winner.
You're
a loser.
They're not even second place.
All right, no, ain't second place.
They ain't even second place.
We're built to beat. This is our year. Okay, we'll see next year. All right,
go on. Keep going.
All right, here I'm gonna give you a good one. Draymond Green.
Oh, he's a god. Draymond Green's a god. And what? And I want to clarify this. I am not a Golden State Warriors fan, but I'm a fan of basketball.
Right.
And it takes a lot for me to like you outside of the Boston Celtics. Mm-hmm. This is the truth. Uh-huh. And I hated me some Draymond Green. Draymond Green was up there with the LeBron James hate. After what he said to my man,
come on, Skip Bayless.
Man, no. After what he said to my man Paul Pierce, he hurt my feelings.
What he said to Paul Pierce?
When he told Paul Pierce that what you still doing on the court? You think you Kobe? You trying to get that year Kobe? Hey, Draymond Green does that good trash talk, man. There was some good trash talk. He does. It hurt my feelings, but
he does.
But no, his ability.
Nobody gonna be able to say nothing to him too. When he's all said and done,
his ability to play, man. Him and Steph got probably the best pick and roll. Pick and pop.
The way he goes down, Toronto's going to get hurt so bad with his downhill basketball game. You guys want to know what Magic Johnson looked like? It's not, God, I get so frustrated with today's sports media. You know, it's not Simmons. He ain't the new Magic. LeBron is not even really the new Magic. LeBron is LeBron. You guys want to know who was the modern version of Magic Johnson? You know what he looks like?
Man, don't
say it is Draymond Green. All those numbers, everything he's doing. He brings the ball downhill. He runs the offense. He puts people in place. He makes sure everyone's doing what they're supposed to do. He's talking to the bench. He's talking to the media. He's getting all his stars in line.
Calm down.
Assists, rebounds, everything.
We giving Draymond love, but we don't need to be slavering on
y'all
Draymond.
Agree with me. He is the closest version to Magic Johnson you're going to see.
Man, he's passing ability.
All right.
It's not that good. It's not Magic
12 assists,
good.
11 assists.
It's not Magic good.
Hey, I think you starting to sound like Skip Bayless of the media, of the GK Nation out here listening to this. What's up?
Listen, Draymond knows when and where to pass.
All right.
Okay, he makes the correct plays.
All right.
But I'm not saying he Magic Johnson-esque.
We about to see a display.
We'll see
of Draymond Green, who's about to get that max. You guys about to see. Draymond Green is going to show you guys. He said, "I'm gonna stop talking. Mom told me to stop talking to the refs. Now I'm about to go win these banners. This is about these banners. We catching the Bulls." We don't want an argument. We don't want to be in the same category as the Bulls. So we are about putting up banners right now.
Well, we'll see.
Hey, yo, this is Trey Irvin from the Grown Folks Kids Shows, GPS, with my co-host,
the man with the golden mic, the great Gunny.
Check out our hot and upcoming weekly podcast. We talk about comic books, comic book movies, games, sports, wrestling, music, entertainment, social issues. I guess that means we're a variety show for all of you.
So pick your favorite podcast platform, type in Grown Folks Kids Shows GPS, subscribe and follow.
Because we be grown, but we keep it kid. Well, now we are going to be talking about,
what?
We're going to be talking about
Barbershop Talk.
Barbershop Talk NBA Top 75 list, man.
We even got to talk about the 75, or did we just talk about the 25 that they put on that sucked?
We don't have to necessarily talk about. I don't want to go name for name, really. I mean, we're not going to do that. But, I mean, we'll talk about some notable stuff. Okay. All right.
So
pretty much,
I'm gonna go down the list.
The NBA has just released the top 75 players,
greatest players
of all time. Not in any chronological order. Okay, and they were very wise not to do that because it would have been an even larger debate.
Oh, yeah.
It would have been a mess. But, which is smart, you don't want to do that. Let people figure that out for themselves because everyone's top 10 is going to be different.
Yep.
So, but they just put that out, celebrating 75 years. The last list was 1996 with the top 50, and then I think sometime in the early 80s they had the top, well, not early 80s,
The merger.
the merger, yeah.
When the
yeah.
merger came from
Well, there was a
the ABA and the
top 30. It was a top
Yeah.
30 list.
I did a top
And,
25
and they
then
did a
30.
top 20 list or something like that.
Top
But they
25, then a
They
top
did
30.
a top 30, right? Okay. All right. So they got a new top 25. A new top
20.
75 would added new 25 players because those who made the top 50 stayed on the list, which I'm glad they decided to do. Hey man, man, I'm a top 50 player. Oh, well, why are you not on the top 75? Oh, well, I wasn't good enough to be on the top 75. Wait a minute, you top 50 but not good enough to be top 75? That don't
Well,
make
there's
sense to
quite
me.
a bit of top. There's some top 75 players that should be on the list, and they ain't on the list.
That's true. But all right. So, last top 50, the only two snubs I think everybody was up in arms about, just like Isaiah Thomas being left off the Dream Team, was Dominique Wilkins and Bob McAdoo being left off the list for like Paul Arizin and even Bill Walton.
Dave Bing.
Dave Bean got in there, but they were great players in their era. That's why they justified keeping the top 50 the way it is.
David Cohen.
Because in basketball, eras at that time are different. Different basketball eras, like people score from the three more. They didn't do that in the 60s and 70s, right?
Or
so
the
of
80s.
course, or the 80s. So stats are going to be skewed a little bit, right?
Different.
They're going to be different.
Different
Not
eras.
skewed, but just different eras, different things,
Different
right?
schemes, different defenses,
Different ask. Because you asked,
different rules.
Jordan wasn't asked to shoot a bunch of threes.
Let's not do this.
Compared to LeBron
Let's not do
shooting
this.
threes, or Kobe hit more threes than Jordan because the game.
Let's leave
act-
those three
No,
out
no,
of this
no,
conversation,
listen,
man.
Let's listen, okay? It's not about the greatest. I'm saying
Okay.
they weren't asked to take a bunch of threes. Jordan could have shot the same type of threes as these modern dudes do, but the game was different.
Bird could have done that.
Right.
Oh,
you
God,
know,
imagine.
Akeem Olajuwon will go shoot and jump, hitting threes, but Joel Embiid is doing it, right? So different eras had different rules, different times, different physicality, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So that's what justified top 75. But what is so glaring about this top 75 list that stood out to you? Who you think should not have been on there and who should have been on there? Matter of fact, why don't you just go ahead and real quick just name the new people on the top from the new 25. Go ahead. Ready? Go.
You got Ray Allen, Giannis, Carmelo, Kobe, Stephen Curry, Anthony Davis.
What's Stephen Curry's on there? He don't belong on there.
Shut up.
Yeah,
Anthony
right.
Davis, Tim Duncan,
Oh,
Kevin Durant, Kevin Garnett, James Harden,
yo.
Allen Iverson,
Yes, indeed.
LeBron James.
Oh, LeBron James.
Yeah, I think he should be on there. Jason Kidd.
You tell me LeBron James can make top 3, but he shouldn't be on top 50. I don't think he should be in top 50.
If he's not top 3.
No, he can be top 3, but he can't be in top 50.
Nah.
All right, go ahead.
Where was I? Jason Kidd, Kawhi Leonard,
Jason Kidd. Kawhi Leonard? Kawhi Leonard?
Damian Lillard.
What? Whoa! Say that again?
Damian Lillard.
Whoa! One more time.
Damian Lillard.
No way! Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
How the hecksters in God's green, beautiful, in some parts, especially in the Northwest, green earth, is Damian Lillard in the top 75?
I have no idea. Can someone explain that to me?
He gets top 75 over people like, I didn't hear Klay Thompson's
I'm
name.
not done yet, but
Oh, who you got?
we got
Go
Bob McAdoo,
ahead. That's a rectification.
Reggie Miller.
And I agree, he didn't belong in the top Well,
The top 50.
he is a top 50 player.
But
But this came out in 1996, and that's when Reggie was getting really hot.
he
He was really starting to cook. But at the same time, I happen to notice Giannis is on that list, and he's only 26. They gave Shaquille O'Neal a spot on that list while he was still early 4 years in his career.
You know what?
That's
I
future
argue with
projection.
that, but but the 4 years he was doing, there was nothing no one could do about him.
They just knew no one's going to stop
could
him.
do anything. He had
They gambled on
he
it.
had twinkle toes feet.
They
back
gambled
then.
on it.
Yeah.
They gambled on it.
Oh, yeah.
Because what if he got career injury
If he got an injury,
in 1997 or 98? That means you guys would have put him on the top 50 list with only 7 years of pro action, no titles, and not enough records to show for anything.
mm-hmm.
So they gambled on that. They got it right. They got it right.
Mm-hmm.
But they doing the same thing with Giannis. But Giannis do got championships and 2 MVPs though.
He got one championship and 2 MVPs.
He's got like one championship and
There
2
you go.
MVPs.
There
Sorry.
you go.
And one of those he didn't really.
He didn't deserve.
Yeah, that's LeBron James. Who won that one.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
And I agree. And you know how I feel about
everyone
LeBron.
felt about LeBron winning that one. But anyways, that was media falling in love.
So
Go ahead.
Steve Nash,
Mostly. Super duper agree.
Dirk Nowitzki,
Well, I mean, Dirk's top 6 scorer in the league. Top 7, something like that.
mm-hmm. Chris Paul.
Best guards, one of the best guards of all time. I say, yeah, he doesn't have a championship, but he's the best guard, one of the best guards of all time, flat out, period, without a championship.
Chris Paul,
Yeah,
Gary Payton,
the glove, and coming from Seattle, Tacoma. Yep.
The Truth, Paul Pierce,
Whew. Whew. If he would got left on that list, well, I would have started a protest.
Dennis Rodman,
Oh yeah, but see, Dennis Rodman's going to open a can of worms here.
Dwayne Wade,
I'll tell you why. Of course, Wade County. Of course, he the king of Wade County, Dade County, Miami. That's his.
Russell Westbrook.
Boy. Well, I will say this. When you go 3 straight years in a triple-double, no matter, it's a little different today's time than triple-double be 15, 20 years ago. It's a lot easier to do it nowadays compared to 15, 20 years ago. Okay? I get that, but triple-double is still a triple-double. And his triple-doubles is pretty magnormous. He did that for 3 straight years. He's got all the triple-double records. And when he's done, he's going to have all the triple-double records.
Yep.
I get it. I get that point. And he won the MVP. He won MVP. And he has
Derrick
3
Rose won
straight.
the MVP. He ain't on the list.
Well, at the same time, getting the triple-double took 30 years for the next person to get that.
yeah,
And
but
he did it 3 years in a row.
yeah, and what did his team do?
His team didn't listen.
Russell
won't put that on
Westbrook's
Russell
on your
Westbrook.
team, so you're losing.
Oh my
He is
God.
DJ Yella.
Oh my
He just got a quad. He just got a
God.
quadruple double.
Yeah. Yeah.
He got a quadruple
Yeah.
double.
That's a stats thing. He's on there because of
10
stats.
turnovers.
He's on there because of stats.
Oh, yeah.
And he deserves to be on top 25.
I don't know.
In a way.
Okay, we'll see if he deserves when I start bringing up some names.
All right, go ahead. Come on, we got to get into
And then
this.
Dominique Wilkins.
Well, that's another rectification.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay, there we go. Let's go.
Right.
Let's go.
Right. So let's see. Damian Lillard. Let me see here.
No. Let's not
I'm
mention
already
Damian
jumping.
Lillard.
No,
Let's just mention people
I
that
don't
you
agree
think
with this.
should have been on there.
I don't
Who do
agree
you
with
think
this.
should have been on
I
there?
don't agree with it. Yo,
Okay,
I'll
even
tell
though
you
you don't.
who should be on there, okay, and who should not be on there.
Well,
Damian Lillard should not be on there, and to replace him, you need to put Klay, by God, Thompson.
so that's one person that you want on there, Klay Thompson.
Do you want to know why?
No. I'm asking. That's one. I don't want to know who.
I only got 3.
You should have more than 3. But okay, let's
Well,
go. You got.
at the same time, it's kind of hard. You got to take someone out, and those lists is
You're
pretty
right.
legit.
You gotta
It's pretty
take
legit.
Mm-hmm. Really?
It's pretty legit. I would
Okay.
go after guys who
still have a whole lot more time to prove their worthiness.
Okay, so you say Klay Thompson.
I say Klay Thompson.
Who's your next person?
Manu Ginobili.
Okay. Now we talking.
This is
Now
sorry,
we
y'all.
talking.
I don't swear, but I'm gonna have to do it right now. How in the hecksters? Okay. How in the HE double the hockey sticks? Okay. Manu Ginobili, the greatest international basketball player of all time.
I agree.
Okay, is not on that top 75. He's gonna make his first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he's got to be.
He's gonna make International Basketball Hall of Fame.
Yep.
NBA Hall of Fame.
Yep.
Argentina Hall of Basketball Hall of Fame.
Yep.
Olympic Hall of Fame.
Yep.
And he ain't on NBA's top 75 list. You know what the NBA just did? Because they know these modern guys you got right now.
They don't hurt nobody's
years.
feelings.
Yeah, listen. This is year 2021.
2021.
So 20. So we're talking about year 2046.
What about it?
In 2046, they're going to elect another 25. Okay? All right. But here's the thing. They left some big names out of it.
Are you sure they're going to go that long?
Well, from 75, they're already talking about the next is top 100. That's going to be a big one. That's going to be a big one. Top 100 is like, that's the deal, right? Because by 25 years, you would have had thousands and thousands and thousands of basketball players that entered the league in the last 100 years, right? I mean, that's an ungodly amount of number of guys who played in the NBA.
So Klay Thompson's got to wait 25 years?
He's going to have to wait 25 years. But see, they already got to figure it out. They're like, these modern guys, they're all going to have inflated stats. So it's going to be kind of hard to figure out who's going to be that 25 because everything's going to be unless they change the rules in the next 10 years, go get more physical, it's going to be hard to determine who belongs on that. If they keep the fluffy rules that they got, everybody scores. Everyone shoots threes. Everybody's going to do all it. It's going to, whatever. Why Manu Ginobili is not on it? And Dwight Howard.
Dwight Howard, yeah.
If you compare his stats compared to Dennis Rodman's, you look at, if you took first 10 years of Dwight Howard compared to Dennis Rodman or whoever, other big guys, it's comparable to some of the top 5 big men in the league history.
I agree.
History. All those players, the defensive player of the years, and at one point they were talking about who's better, LeBron James or Dwight Howard.
In the beginning, yeah.
And you tell me he ain't top 75 because you don't like him in the media anymore? Who do you think?
What about Tony Parker?
I don't get that either. You know why? Because he's international and he's on the boring Spurs. He's international, he's on the boring Spurs.
They got Timmy on there.
But they don't really consider Tim Duncan international. He's more American. He's, the Virgin Islands is more of America.
No, but I mean, he's still Timmy Duncan.
You can't deny Timmy Duncan because everything went through him. But if you think about it, Tony Parker is one of the most winningest guards he is the winningest guard in NBA history, isn't he?
I believe outside of Magic Johnson.
No, he is.
That's what I'm saying.
Because he had a longer career than Magic Johnson. He did.
Yeah, okay.
Right. And here's the thing. They won for 20 straight years. Playoffs. He was the anchor guard on that, right?
Oh, I'm not denying anything when it comes to that Spurs team.
Right. They're the most winning. They won the most of all trios, NBA trios, that these big threes that you got. Guess who's the most winning big three? People
Spurs.
People don't even
they
believe
don't want to talk about the Spurs.
They don't want to talk about that. Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, and Tim Duncan, all three should be on the top 75.
Oh, I agree.
Right? You got James Worthy, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Magic Johnson. That was the big three. They all made top 50,
They
didn't
sure
they?
did. Just asking, that I know how you feel about Tracy.
The two most unguardable players in the era. Michael Jordan didn't even have this, right? But Kobe and LeBron did. LeBron had LeBron James. Kevin Durant and Steph Curry he had to deal with. He can't say, I dominated this era all by myself. He can't say that. Jordan can actually say that because there were no equals, right? But Kobe had to deal with Tracy McGrady.
Right.
Kobe can't sit there and say, I'm better than, well, he said I'm better. He can't sit there. He said the hardest player he had to guard was Tracy McGrady.
Yeah, you're right.
I think Kobe's the only person that Kobe's seen as an equal or somewhat close to him was Tracy McGrady. Tracy McGrady, dude, I don't see you above me either. I'm going to show you. Put this 50 up real quick. Right?
Oh, no, you're right. You're right. You're right.
So, what do you think?
What about
Who's yours?
What about Grant Hill?
Hurt, injury, not enough time. But then you go, well, Bill Walton's on there. Yeah, he had a few moments, but Bill Walton won some championships, Grant didn't.
That's true.
And the short time he was on there, he was pretty impactful. He brought a championship to the Pacific Northwest first before Seattle did.
All right. Well, I'm going to ask you, I'm going to name two more players, and then we can move on. What about Chris Mullin and Pau Gasol?
Ooh, Chris Mullin not on that list. Wait a minute.
Chris Mullin is not on that list. He is not on
You tell me Dream Team Chris Mullin not on that list?
Chris Mullin is on the Dream Team, and he's not
on
that list.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Stop the presses. Let me see. I'm Googling top 10. I thought I had this all figured out.
I'm trying to tell you.
I'm sorry, people. I thought I had this figured out.
And I just threw a monkey wrench in there, like I always do.
Oh, my gosh. Are you telling me Chris Mullin is not? What do you think about it?
I think it's bogus that Chris Mullin isn't on there. He was on the original Dream Team.
I'm Googling it right now. Biggest snubs of all time, 75 players of all time. Let me see the biggest snubs. Bleacher Report. Biggest snubs.
Bleacher Report. Oh, that's Creature Report.
What do you think about when I look up this big snub that you just speak of? What do you think?
I have two people that I think should have been on here.
Will Bellamy? I guess.
Outside of the two that I named, because Pau Gasol should be on there. But I think Derrick Rose wasn't on there. And I know, he's got injuries, but if we making excuses for others, then should be there. And Sean Kemp.
Now, Sean Kemp is his fault. He was on the verge of becoming one of the greatest power forwards of all time.
Mm-hmm.
He just fell off. Soon he left. He just completely fell. It was such a quick fall off.
You know what? People say that, but if you go back and look at his stats,
they were pretty big. Adrian Dentley.
I don't even want to talk about that. Let's not even talk about that. Because now we go, then I'll go back and then I'll start,
Yeah, we can find people.
Because I can just
Paul
name
Gasol,
people. Yeah, that's what I said.
Most definitely.
Pau Gasol.
Nah, injuries.
Yeah, the injuries, but that's what I'm saying.
Did Kimmy Mutombo didn't make the list?
No.
Oh, man, his defensive, all NBA defensive players, gosh,
I'm trying to tell you, man, there's some players.
Well, he's going to make the top 100, so would Ben Wallace. Chris Mullin definitely is going to be on it. I feel bad for Chris Mullin because he's going to be about almost 70 years old before he gets to see that. Shoot, let's see, that's 20 years from now. I'm 45, so I'll be 65 years old when Chris Mullin is going to be introduced. Gosh, that is horrible. I think that's a bigger snub than
Klay Thompson.
Klay Thompson.
I think it is too.
Because if I look on this right, let me see if I did this right. All right, anyways.
He's the only.
I mean, I think they're going by all NBA appearances, first teams, all that. I know Damian Lillard's having a good little run right this second.
I think there's a lot
of
championships. There's a lot of what's that?
Media recency bias.
There you go. That's your favorite line.
That's exactly recency bias. You should not put you got to mix it. I don't know how they did it, but listen, it don't make sense. All right. So that's the NBA new, because I think everyone else should be on. Oh, Anthony Davis.
I don't think he should be on.
I don't think he should be on there either. He was not winning until Who came?
No, he wasn't winning until he went.
Who?
No, it wasn't until someone came. It's till he went.
Well, he got New Orleans to a couple playoff games.
But he wasn't
with
winning.
Chris Paul, by the way.
Yeah, that's
when
what I'm
Chris
saying.
Paul left, he wasn't going
He wasn't doing
anywhere.
nothing. And
he didn't lead no
He
team
was
nowhere.
mad, and he was pouting.
He was pouting, mad, upset,
Oh,
right?
yeah. I
Right.
need to leave.
So they don't wait for him to get. Listen, he has some All-NBA. Yeah, you know, Anthony Davis has All-American, All-World talent. Okay? And-
Talent only gets you so far.
But here's the thing. You
I'm not
leaving
even
the-
saying it's potential.
But you leaving
You got
all these other
all-world
players.
potential.
You leaving Klay Thompson. You leaving Dwight Howard off the list. Okay,
Oh.
at least Dwight Howard led Orlando to the NBA championship game,
Yes,
right?
he did.
Right, and he beat those big three Celtics, right?
Yes, he did.
Okay, so
The big two Celtics.
Well, two Celtics.
Because
is
Kevin
yeah,
wasn't playing.
right. So you gonna sit here and tell me that Anthony Davis get the nod over him because he got a championship with LeBron and some recency type stuff? I know he made All NBA a few more times, maybe. Okay, but are we going by stats, or are we going by impact, or we're going to mixture of both? I mean, I'm trying to
I
figure
mean,
it
I
out.
put him in the same.
He doesn't get above Dwight Howard,
I mean, he was hurt. So
and he's always hurt.
So why is he on the list? Because they took a lot. There's a lot of people that were always hurt,
Anthony
and they ain't on
Davis
the
is
list.
top 100. I might even question Kawhi. The only reason why I can't question Kawhi because he had 3 big championship runs.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
All the in between, he's all right.
Mhm.
But man, when he gets to that NBA championship game, for some strange reason,
He's like Eli.
he's
like
just as good
Eli.
he's just as good as Jordan.
He's like Eli.
He's Eli Manning.
Eli Manning getting that Super Bowl and
All of a sudden,
Something happens.
He's better than his brother. All of a sudden, for one day,
Hey.
he's better than his brother, and that's the
he's
Super
better
Bowl.
than Tom Brady.
Hey, big bro, listen.
He's like when I
Listen, you might have all the stats, but I did something you can't do. That's beat Tom Brady
in the Super Bowl
in the Super Bowl twice.
twice.
I did it twice.
Did you see the interview that they had
Oh,
together?
no, I'm about to watch it.
Oh man, it's hilarious.
All right, but anyways, no, I just, man, I mean, and I know some of y'all, I know we're being long-winded on this NBA one, but this is important.
Yeah.
You can't leave people out like Klay Thompson, Chris Mullin.
Oh.
Dwight Howard.
Kyrie's
Dwight Howard
left out.
retired those 10 years. He just retired on top of right when his peak started to go after that injury.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he would be on this list.
You know what I was thinking? Shaq is the fault for some of this with Dwight Howard.
I would say Shaq's fault. Shaq
No,
just
no.
called out with Dwight Howard. I agree with Shaq.
No.
with
I'm not
Dwight
talking
Howard.
about that. I'm
What-
not talking
what?
about what he said.
What?
Shaq is the fault.
Why is that?
And the sad thing is they don't hold no other big guy to the same standards that
Hey,
they did with
hey.
Dwight Howard when Shaq, because they were like, this is what Shaq did, this is what you should be doing.
Well,
And-
they do that with Jordan and great players, because the next greatest player is going to be compared to Jordan too, and
Right.
LeBron. Giannis, I think, is going.
I don't think Giannis is going to get there.
I think Giannis is
it's-
going to be in 10 years. They're going to be talking about Giannis as the greatest player, because I think Giannis will win some more championships.
Really?
Maybe. I mean, Milwaukee. I mean, I just listen. I was an anti-Giannis guy for a second. Okay, not because of his potential, it's because the media was blowing him up way too fast. Okay, listen, the guy had no jumper. You clog up his running lanes, he's done. Okay, they were anointing him too quick, too early. Just let the guy bloom. Let him figure it out. Okay, that's what I said. Give me 7 years. Let's have a talk. Okay, they were making him after year 3 for whatever. Okay, got the MVP because he had some stats. Okay, then he got that one over LeBron. I was like, okay, y'all being flat out ridiculous. Okay, all right, well, everyone agreed with that. But this Giannis finally showed up. I love his heart. His story, his heart. He's a throwback. Kids, watch Giannis. Watch his interviews. Copy his heart. You'll be the greatest player. But I think he'll be in that conversation. It's hard to predict the future because you thought, D Rose is going to be the greatest guard of all time, how he started, okay? And, and Grant Hill too, things change, okay? So that's my other thing. Why is he on the list?
Who, Grant Hill?
No, Giannis. He's only 26.
I don't know why he's on the list. Old boy's not on the list from Philadelphia.
He's only been in the league, what, 5, 6 years? 7, 6?
Kyrie's not on the list.
Kyrie's not. If you put Giannis on this, why you didn't put Kyrie? Kyrie's got a championship.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of the greatest rim scorers, greatest scorers of all time.
Greatest handles outside of
He's
Pete
got the
Maravich.
greatest handles. He's got better handles than him.
And it's debatable, yeah.
No, I don't think
Him
it's
and Curly
debatable.
Neal.
I don't think it's
I
debatable.
don't know, Curly Neal's.
Kyrie's got the greatest handles, period. And here's the thing. He's not on there. Nope. So why is Giannis on there? But yeah, okay, listen, recency bias. He had the greatest NBA Finals game in history, I think, okay, for what he did. A guy who can't hit free throws, go 18,
Yeah,
made 17 in a row, okay,
You're right.
scored 50 and said, I am not losing this championship. Okay, that's the greatest, I think that's the greatest NBA Finals game performed by a person, period, okay? That doesn't mean you belong in the top 75. That's your one championship.
Mm-hmm.
You proved that you won. You got 2 NBA champion finals MVPs. Okay.
That's your get caught. That's your catch the ball in your helmet.
I'm putting you on notice. I'm going after the greatest player in 10 years talk. Okay. Doesn't mean you're 75 right now.
Yeah, he shouldn't be on it because Joker's not on there.
Jokic does have some say, but
I'm just saying.
I think he has more time.
He does, but so does
Yeah,
Giannis.
he's pretty much a solid at the top 100. So he's solid because he's redefining the center position. Big men are dead. Well, now Embiid and Jokic is saying, no, big men ain't dead. We just have to evolve a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm still going to dominate the inside, outside, and all in between. But Giannis is on there, and Dwight Howard's not.
I agree.
And he's got a championship. I don't care if he was a role player. He's got a ring, so you can't say that because he earned that ring.
Mm-hmm.
So Anthony Davis didn't win unless he had Chris Paul, LeBron James. He didn't lead anybody. The same thing with Kyrie and Kevin Love until LeBron came there. They weren't winning.
I agree.
That's
why Damian Lillard should not be on the list.
I
don't think. Well, you know how I feel about Russell Westbrook. He shouldn't be on the list either.
Well, I mean, that triple doubles.
I know.
He was not going to be on the list until he did those 3 straight seasons of triple doubles. If he didn't do that, he wouldn't be on the list.
All right.
He would not be on the list if he didn't do those 3 straight seasons of triple doubles.
Those triple doubles just don't
They're not the
produce
same.
to wins.
They don't produce wins because it's a different era of basketball right now. But it just doesn't. It's just, I mean, one, you co-dependent. Well, I mean, because
he's getting triple doubles with 30 points and they're not winning.
Well, here's the thing. Triple doubles a little different. Now, I mean, one, first of all, there's not a listen. Guards weren't even allowed to even smell the paint in the physical era of basketball. Okay, that's why they shot mid-ranges. Because you can't get no closer than that.
Unless you were Isaiah Thomas
right.
or Magic
Guards
Johnson.
going in the inside, they rebound now. There's no physicality, so anybody can shoot. I mean, Steph Curry just got 2 straight games almost with triple doubles.
I know.
Steph Curry.
I know.
So if he can get 10 plus rebounds, then you know there's something wrong with the era, right?
Yeah, but
okay. So triple doubles is kind of fool's gold a little bit today, and plus, you're going to have way more opportunities there because this is the best offensive era of basketball history. So everyone can hit a jump shot. So it's just about you passing to someone to hit a jump shot, you know? So, you know, I can pass it to this guy about 20 times, okay? More than likely, if I pass it to my teammates at least 20 to 25 times, I'm going to get at least 9 to 11 assists because 9 or 10 of those shots are going to go in.
Right.
It's a percentage game now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it's different than Oscar Robertson's triple-double.
That's what. You're absolutely right.
All right.
And that's why Oscar Robertson belongs on there.
It is a triple-double. You know, a triple crown's a triple crown. You know, Miguel Cabrera hit the triple crown. Yeah, is it the same as today? Well, you might argue his triple crown might be better than Joe DiMaggio's or whoever it was. That
I can agree with that because athleticism is a lot harder.
And pitching is a lot crazier nowadays. Right. Okay, so, you know.
Basketball's different, though.
Yeah, I get, yeah. All right. So anyways, Russell Westbrook, I have to. If James Harden and Kevin Durant's on there, you have to add that.
James Harden's a different story, man. I'm on the fence with James.
One of the best offensive players in history of basketball.
That's what I'm saying. I'm on the fence with him, but
average 40 points a game if you really, really wanted to. He almost did it. He almost did it.
Then, if you're doing that, then
he almost did it. His offensive game for the last 7, 8, 10 years of playing.
I am not complaining about James Harden.
He had a good decade.
James Harden is not the weakest link out of that Oklahoma 3.
No, it's always been Westbrook, but Westbrook triple-double. 3 straight seasons. MVP.
Yeah, you know, they're just going to
trade.
All
those all-NBA appearances.
Trade him for Kyrie.
Well, that's a whole different thing. That's a whole different thing. We'll talk about a podcast, too, about Kyrie. But anyways, all right. Well, hey, thanks for listening. We're gonna end it there. Okay, so pretty much Klay Thompson snubs. Klay Thompson, Dwight Howard, Manu Ginobili, and Chris Mullins are snubs.
Chris Mullins.
And those who should be, I think we agree that should be out. Should be Anthony Davis. Who am I missing? Damian Lillard
and
Giannis. People are like Giannis. Oh yeah, dude, Giannis is 26. If he does basketball right and look like he's the new LeBron when it comes to physical taking care of your body, he's going to go to about 37, 38 years old. He's still got another decade of basketball to play.
We shall see. He's a big man. You know how their bodies are.
Oh, we'll find out. I mean, hopefully he might have another. Shoot, if he puts in another 7 years, he's going to get enough, to make the 100. You don't need to be top 75.
He don't need to make it. He's on there now.
Or you're on there now, but you don't need to be top 75. He ain't top 75.
I agree.
That's future projection.
Yeah.
Just like they did with Shaq.
Well,
they could have got it wrong, man, but they didn't.
When Shaq came out of college, it was like, it's a whole new type of man playing basketball.
Yeah, you can't argue with Shaq. He only played in the league 4 years when they met, 5 years when they met, if you count 92.
And he should have been on the dream team instead of
Christian Laettner. Well, Christian Laettner was the NCAA Player of the Year.
I know, but still.
And they only going to allow one college guy.
But still.
Yeah, they should have said, all right, we'll give an honorable present. No, but I get it. All right, hey, thanks for listening to our podcast. Make sure you like, subscribe, listen, follow.
Hit the bells.
All those things. Hit the bells. Do all that stuff. We want to grow this. It's time for us to blow this up, okay? And listen, one day you might find us on one of these major television networks because we need to be on there because people need to hear what we have to say. Radio, all that stuff. Listen, we're going to be doing our thing.
Put us out there.
Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, all that stuff.
Grandpa Facebook.
GrownFolksKidsShow.com. Just go there and check all the stuff out, okay? And you'll hear everything we have to say and do. Until then, peace. Oh, you said peace out first.
You'd have messed up the whole ending, man.
I always do that. My ending sucks.
Man, hey.
You do the ending from now on.
Peace out. Together, not apart. Gee.